Hey there YouTubers, JB Coins here with another video. And a couple of videos back we said that we had, Camera Girl and I had been checking our local area, multiple banks for like the last month trying to find circulated pennies, and for some reason couldn't find anything but new issue 2016 Ps. So holidays came around and we kind of have a new family tradition, it looks like. We had relatives that came in from out of town. They know we're into coin roll hunting, and they brought us a box of circulated pennies. So we get to do a $25 box of pennies coin roll hunt, which we haven't done in a while. So that's kind of cool. I thought it was real sweet. They came in the door and handed me this box of pennies, and apparently they watch our videos too back home, so that's kind of cool. Weird way to keep in touch with the family, but I guess there are stranger ways. Yeah, we got a good mix here. We've got some fairly nice condition memorials here. There's another one that's really nice here. Let's grab that one. If you've been looking at some of the new videos that we popped up lately so that you guys would have a benchmark, because you're constantly asking, you know, what's this one worth? What's that one worth? It's whatever somebody's willing to pay for it is really the standard answer to that, whether it's coins, cars, houses, or anything. But lately, the prices for a lot of these coins have been absolutely blowing me away. That's a 1983, and that is in really, really nice shape. I'll put the roll down for a second, see if I can flip this over on camera. Yeah, that is a very nice 1983. Okay gang, here's the wrap. You can see our usual pile of coins that are going to go back to Coinstar and either Amazon this time of year or possibly Starbucks. The list, which we still need to update, and it's on a prior video, and once we update it we'll probably shoot a video just about the list for you along with definitions, because some of you have asked about what different things mean. Big pile of copper, okay, a little bit larger than normal, but again, this is not from our area, so we're not really used to a lot of what we see here. Okay guys, so here's what we got. We've got 5 Canadians, we have 5 wheats, and I know there's only 4 here, but you're going to see the 5th one at the very end of the wrap, which is a really unusual one. This one's in really nice shape. You can see the wheat in very good detail. Let's see, the next batch is over here. We have about 13 2009 Lincoln commemoratives in various condition, as you can see. We're finding out that there are more errors and varieties to look for than just his fingers on this one. So we're going to do some more research on this one, and we'll probably shoot a video just on those. Apparently all 4 versions of the penny have some issue with them. Okay, so we want to devote some time to those, not just blast through them. Now, back over to here. We've got offset strikes. We've got a 73 that's offset to the right. We've got an 82 that's offset to the right. We've got 84 that's offset to the left or to the west. And you can see slight doubling or split on the right-hand side. 87 offset to the west, missing the left edge. The right side doesn't really show that much, but the left side is obvious. You know, the L's just about to fall off the edge. Then we have some really, really nice 83s. We've got 3 of them. 83 was the transitional year where they no longer made the copper. They were making the copper zinc. These 3 examples are really, really nice coins. Kind of like we used to collect, you know, not really looking for errors, looking for coins that don't have any defects. These are very pretty coins. Same thing with the 88 next to them. And one more 88. Okay, Not quite as nice as the first one, but same thing, same concept. These are just really nice coins, no errors or varieties on them. This is what we used to look for, and we need to remind ourselves to, when these do come through, we still need to set them aside for a collection if we don't have them. So now we get into the really cool stuff that got us really excited. Here's the fifth wheat. This is the mystery wheat. Just like it says on the card, it is a 191, and we have no idea where the date is. We can not make out the fourth digit. We can read the lettering on the top, "In God We Trust," and we can make out Liberty, and we can make out the 19 and barely make out the 1. We've tried the microscope, we've tried digital camera with and without flash, which helped us. We think the fourth digit might be a 6 or an 8, but we just really can't tell. And I mean, you can see the back is so smooth, and poor thing's, you know, just about not there. But you know, it's kind of, it's one of those mysteries. You try and figure out what the date is, and it's kind of cool. The next one, they progressively get better as we move along here. The next one's an 83. I've got the description there. That actually should say reverse, not obverse. Obverse is the front, reverse is the back. It has die cracks. It has them here on the top edge of the Monticello to the edge. It has it on this corner to the edge, and it has it on this corner to the edge. Or excuse me, this corner down here to the edge. And it's a really nice shaped coin. So that's a good one. Next to it, an 83. This one, it's really hard to get on camera. Where the discoloration is, there is a crack that starts there and moves across his head, following the fingernail to the edge of the T and to the edge of the coin. If we tip the camera just a little bit and get the light right, just right, we might be able to, yeah, you can just make out the crack between his head and the T. Okay? So that's that one. Then we move to the next one. Another mystery penny. A little later, 1980. We know it's a 1980s penny. The fourth digit is non-existent. Okay? It's just not there. The L and the I in Liberty are just not there. And the N is pretty much not there. So the rest of the image is intact. What caused just those details to go away, I'm not really sure. You can see that the edge of the coin here is slightly deformed. It's not damaged. I looked at the edge, the side of it, and it's not damaged. Some sort of strike error occurred with this, is what I believe, but I don't know what to call it. So you know, that one's kind of cool. Gonna have to try and figure out what that is. Next one is a 1987, and you can see it right there in the camera shot. From the base of the bust all the way along the edge, through the L, and then up under the letters "In God We Trust," you can see a raised ridge where it's, you know, maybe a partial blockage. The pressure of the press pushed down and pushed up that material. Didn't strike square, or, you know, causing that raised ridge. So that's really cool. And then the 84, this one's hard to get on camera too, although it's working really good right now with the light. You can see right here in the fields that it's not air bubbles. It looks like waves, waves on a pond, if you will. So it's what they call struck through grease. When they grease up the dies, they leave a little too much sometimes, and then when they hit it that first couple times, it actually leaves the impression of the grease in the field of the coin. So this one has kind of a wavy effect to the fields on both sides. And so that's actually a keeper. And then we get to the two that really got us jacked up, and that we've said, hey, we got some really cool finds here. This one here, 69S. Okay. Imagine you're going through a box, 2,500 pennies. You're starting to get tired. You're kind of getting bored, and all of a sudden you see 69S, and you have vision like mine. It's not the greatest, but I could see what it was. Grabbed the magnifying glass, looked at it, couldn't tell. Stuck it under the microscope, and my heart's pounding. I'm thinking, this might be money. The best I can tell, there's no doubling on this coin at all. There's some extra material in the bottom of the S by the serif. It could just be partially filled. It is not. There's no double die existing there that I can tell. Got a couple more after that. Pretty much, nice 69S's, but nothing of any particular value. But it's still, when you're doing this, like I say, you get bored after a while, and you have a tendency to throw coins in the wrong pile or whatever, and this all of a sudden kind of stops your heart at least for a second, until you realize it isn't really a big deal. The last one, though, is the big deal, and that's this one. It's a 77 Lincoln, obverse, either offset or broad strike, with the collar retained on the northwest side of the coin. You don't really need me to point at it, but I'm going to point at it. Right here is the collar. You can see multiple edges, but that's because this first edge is down where the coin is, and this collar is sticking up. The edge on the lower right hand side is gone, which is why it's got all this up here. So this actually is outside of the die, and it should have, in theory, it should have fallen off the coin, but it didn't. That's why it's called a retained collar. That's really a cool coin. We've never found one like that ourselves, and definitely, obviously, we're going to keep this one. If you notice in the video, just like when we did the list, we're starting to talk about some new things, and in our last 6 or 8 videos that we put up between when we opened the box and finishing the wrap today, we mentioned a lot of new things like that retained collar. And we've mentioned in the other videos Coin World. This is the Coin World magazine that really cranked me up the last couple weeks and got us producing as many videos as we've shot in the last week or two. And you can see it's all about error coins, some really, really bizarre stuff. This looks real similar to a quarter that we found a while back that was a partial brockage. Obviously this is a 1945 Standing Liberty. I mean, if you can find a copy like we did, get it, because this thing has all kinds of really cool information in there about the things that we've been looking at in these videos. Really great pictures, really great explanations of things that are only mentioned in a lot of other reference materials out there other than our videos. So hopefully you find this interesting. This again was a coin from outside, a box of coins from outside of our area. If you're traveling during the holidays, Christmas is on a week or two away. If you're driving, and the banks are open, stop along the way. Get a couple 100 miles from home, stop, go to a local bank, buy a box of pennies if you can swing that. You might find things like this where you're getting coins that you don't normally see, and you're not really out anything. If they say no, so what? Merry Christmas, Anyway, hope you find this as exciting and fun as we did doing this one. Have a Merry Christmas. Till next time, continue to like, share, subscribe, and give us more comments and questions, because they've been awesome. And we appreciate it, guys. So till next time, JB Coins signing out.